Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Tarot Time with Cindy, my friend. So I'm going to do a general collective reading. It may or not resonate. Obviously it's collective, it's general. If it does, it's great. I'm glad we were able to connect. If it does not, hopefully next time. I started off, one of the things I like to do lately in doing these, getting ready for readings, is I have a certain playlist of music that I listen to as I'm kind of like getting myself into the rhythm. And I like to just sit quietly and pull out a couple of cards to establish the context of the reading. So that's what I've done here. And I've done it with the Shadow of the Middle Ages Oracle deck. The underline is Girl Key Wisdom. So there's something here that is showing me that you've gained some type of wisdom, or there's something that you've come to understand more thoroughly. Now, it is a key to something. What that key is, I'm going to tell you in a minute. But it's a key to an area of your life here, or it could even be like a practice of some sort. Now, I feel like with the girl card, it's either something that someone very young taught you, and it could have even been something that they may have reminded you about something that you kind of forgot, and then you kind of applied that memory to whatever your circumstance or situation is now, and that creates the wisdom for you. It creates a type of knowledge that is exactly what you needed to have to be able to do something, overcome something, solve a problem. Others of you, it could be something that you yourself learned when you were quite young, and you're applying it in your life. Like, that's the key. That's what I need to do. So, okay, now I'm going to talk about what this is. The card that actually came out for the context is the mice card. So this card is, it was kind of funny. When I pulled this card out, I looked at it and I thought, okay, because I was pulling cards and it almost felt like all of you, which is funny because you are the context of this reading. But now look at it, it's like there's a storm coming and they're trying to protect themselves. They're really tiny. They're kind of looking up, like what's going on? What's happening? Now, looking in the like, it did feel like kind of a vulnerable. It feels a little bit vulnerable, right? Like a little bit tiny. There's a storm coming. I hope it doesn't rain too much. We could float away. But with this deck in this book, it literally talks about how important it is to protect your own interests at this time. So that's the context of this reading. It's to protect your own interests at this time. This is not a time to be altruistic. This is not a time to... I'm going to read it from the book for you. It's quite very, 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 very specific. The mice card represents loss, depletion, and anxiety. It symbolizes the gradual erosion or draining of something in your life. The mice card often indicates worry, stress, or the need to let go of something that is no longer serving you. It warns against the potential for small, persistent issues that accumulate and cause harm. It advises you to address any sources of concern or instability promptly and take proactive measures to protect your well-being. Defend only your own interests. Altruism and selflessness are meaningless and can only harm. Be vigilant, as you may be targeted for theft. So, that could come across in a lot of different ways. That could be somebody just wanting to kind of like bogart your time and want to utilize your time, and it's like, oh, okay, I'll help them, I'll be nice. I don't know why. It's really, really clear, but there's something here, the key. Maybe this could even be some type of childish behaviors, or it could be like maybe even a sense of naivety with this too. Like, 'cause there's a girl and there's a woman in the deck, like there's a boy and a man as well, and they're very similar. The only difference is age and experience. So this could be the key here, is something that you've got this lesson. Now this is the key. Apply it. Apply whatever this lesson is that you've learned, probably the hard way through experience. So now I'm going to go to the tarot, and I'm just going to start pulling out the cards. Just like that. So there could be, for some of you, this could like be something to do with your family, because there's 3 mice here. So when it says that, right, like this is not a time for selflessness. It could be like you need to keep the interests of your own family in mind here. You cannot allow someone to interfere with your life in some way. Don't. Like, just, this is a real hard, like, a very heavy boundary that you're being told to put up. And, yeah, and I don't know, too, like, theft. That's, oh my gosh, that's also very interesting. I have 2 friends in the last 3 weeks that have told me of instances where their parents were scammed. And their parents are pretty smart, although their parents are in their late 70s and early 80s. So, you know, that is kind of a vulnerable group. And anyways, yeah, I don't know. It could be, maybe there's like some kind of scam coming around and you need to be careful. Like, don't, because in both these instances too, their parents were acting in a way like, those that were targeting them were utilizing, you know, sympathy. Don't be sympathetic. Don't be sympathetic. If it's to your own detriment. Okay, let's put that out there. I don't want to create a world of people like, fuck you, man. Don't have to tell, no, fuck off. No, okay. If, you know, like, think about what you're giving up. If you see somebody on the street that has no food and no shelter, and, you know, anyways, there's a lot of reasons for that. You got a couple of bucks to spare. It's not going to do you no harm. No, I don't know. Be careful, though. Sometimes when you're traveling, that's how they target you. This is just the message. Apply it to your life as it needs to. You know, coming out here. I got the Hierophant coming out. Oh, there could be some type of plans here that you actually have for yourself. You got the Hierophant, the Death card, the Hangman, the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Cups. This could be some type of plan here in the future that you have for yourself or someone close to you. This is your priority. It's like this, that mice card, number 23, is so, like, just in your face. Like, you need to defend and protect your interests here. And because it says 3, like, I don't know, it could be right to, with the Hierophant and the 2 of Cups, like, this could be your family. It could be a family dynamic. There could be somebody that you feel like who may even be trying to interfere with your family dynamic. But there's people, so I feel like, right, because altruism, it's almost like, well, trying to do the right thing for humanity here. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. So, because if it's a group, if it's an outside group, if it's an outside person, it's like they want to gain through your detriment. Okay? So you have to be really vigilant about this. And because you got the 2 of Wands here with the Hangman, it's kind of, and the Death card, it's kind of giving me this idea of, like, maybe even reestablishing something for yourself, or maybe you're trying to create a new perspective that you have in your family unit or with a person that is close to you, but there's outside energy that's interfering with it or attempting to interfere with it. And according to these cards in this reading, it's doing it through its own selfish way. Okay, it's not whatever energy is exercising around you, it's not in your highest interest. Not in your, yeah. Okay, let's look at the Hierophant. Pentacles, the Wheel, and the 7 of Swords. Why is the 7 of Swords here? This is a curious Seven of Swords, eh? There's nothing written on the paper. What's the Seven of Swords here? Eight of Cups, the Moon, and the King of Swords. Well, it's just being really clear about something here. Okay, there's something that is unclear. There's almost like either something that has not been said or something that has not been written. It could even be somebody trying to change the direction of your path. Somebody trying to change the direction of your path. It's not that this is going to happen. It's just like this reading is coming at the time that it is, because it's like letting you be aware of this energy or person or circumstance. But it does, again, it's almost like some sort of opportunity in the future for you. I don't know, maybe there's, could also be someone or people who are particularly nosy or interested in your business or what's going on in your life and needing to keep that kind of quiet and hush. I'm just going to take a look at the owls here. It's giving me a bit of a weird vibe. It almost just kind of feels like two people that sit in the dark and talk about stuff. Talk about what they see here that's written. Oh, the Five of Swords, the Sun, and the Empress. The Empress is kind of like going from this adolescent or young age into like really blossoming, utilizing your wisdom. That's exactly, okay. That's exactly what's happening. Okay, I want to say that you've done something. You've done something, or you've either done something or you're about to discover something here. Now, whatever that something is, it honestly feels like it's connected to something from your youth. There's something that you learned when you were young, or an experience that you had when you were young. And the key here is you're going to tie that into something in your life now, and it's going to have a dramatic effect, because it's going to go from you being in some type of situation here where energies, I get a really competitive feeling from this Five of Swords, even though it's not what the Five of Swords typically is, but it kind of tells me like maybe even going from an environment or a situation that you find yourself in where it could be very competitive energy, and there's no way that you can win in this energy, but damn, boom, you come out like this winner with the Sun and the Empress. I don't know what it is. I mean, well, let me see. I'm going to ask. I don't know. I'm going to ask. Okay, what is the key? Let's work backwards here. What is the key? Page of Cups, Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups. No, the key has something to do with, again, it's almost like because the page is kind of this youthful energy, and quickly taking that into, again, a more mature state here. It's weird. It can almost be like a fable or a fairy tale. Like, it just has this feeling that it's probably something that you learned or you did when you were young, but as you get older, you would have discounted it and thought, that's just silly, or I don't know, because it's the thing that quickly moves you into a much stronger energetic and emotional position, girl. Seven of Cups, the Tower, and the Six of Swords. I kind of want to say that I feel like you might be changing your luck. You know, you do have the Wheel of Fortune card up there as well. You're changing your luck. You're somehow changing your luck. I don't know, maybe you had like a lucky 4-leaf clover or something when you were a kid. Like it could be like that. Like it could even be like maybe you had what is that? That is either an owl or it's no kidding. Where did it go? It was huge. I don't know what it was. It was too far away. It was a big bird of prey. Anyways, I just thought so odd because there's like an owl card here, right? It was freaky. I feel like you're changing your luck, and it's kind of either like I don't know, like like a little rhyme or something, even like sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Like I don't know, it could, like it's something like this. It's like because this is almost like possibly even like you've got a lot of options here for something that you're trying to solve in your life. But then this just feels like, oh, something bad occurs. But then you're coming out of this darkness into the light, right? And you're going into the sun and into the Empress. Yeah. Now, if you're like, well, Cindy, I haven't come up with anything here. All I can say, honestly, is to think about your childhood here. There's some type of a solution for you based on a childhood experience. And the solution looks like it has something to do with possibly changing your luck. Like if you feel like you've been going through kind of like an unlucky period, or certain things haven't been working out for the best for you. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It almost feels like it could be like a rhyme, a limerick, that you might have had when you were young. There's some sort of power in this, but it's almost like it's very old. Think back in your childhood here. It's some type of magic. Getting that too, because there's a white and there's a black candle here. It's almost like it's balancing light and dark magic for your interests. It's balancing light and dark magic. It's like a childhood limerick or fairy tale or saying. Now, the other thing you have to be careful of too, like if I think about mice and owls, the owls have the advantage, right, over the mice. So that's the key here, is if there's someone around you that has some type of a clear advantage over you, and but they're wanting you to make a sacrifice for them, really think about that and consider it. This is so crazy. You know how I said that it's like somehow you're changing your luck? And if you haven't done it yet, please think about what I've talked about with this underlying pile. Because we start kind of here, well, after the Hierophant, which was just linked up with the mice, that could even be kind of like, again, as it is above, so be it below kind of energy with the Hierophant, because it's coming out in a really good and holistic energy with this deck. So, okay, right, this actually looks kind of sad, right? Like they're selling this house. She doesn't seem very happy about it. And look at how these cards come in with it. You get the Seven of Wands with this Judgment card. And the Seven of Wands is like she's pointing to the graph, how things are going down, The Nine of Pentacles, for some of you, this could also be a situation where maybe you've lost some type of partnership, or your family unit has separated or become smaller, maybe possibly through, I don't know, but they're selling the house. The house is for sale and she looks sad about it, okay? I'm not even going to touch all the energy in the middle yet because I want to show you where it ends up. Okay, this is the Two of Cups. I was clarifying the Two of Cups. Look at that. It's almost like refinding something, like you change your luck. You go from the feeling this loss to having, like, to actually receiving. Yes, you go from like losing to receiving. Knight of Wands, Four of Swords, quickly heal. Like it almost like it quickly heals. Very quickly. Heals your drive, heals your mojo, your energy. So now I'm just going to look at all the middle stuff, which almost feels insignificant, like to just tell you that you're shifting your luck here. Your luck is changing for the better. And where you were having loss, you're going to be like that loss is being received by more than what I kind of feel like what you even had before, whatever that was. I kind of want to say too, you're almost starting to, you're starting to feel like the sun around you, and the sun was leading into this Empress energy. You're starting to move into a very abundant cycle. Now, this mice card is the context of the reading though, right? So be very careful. Maybe you've had bad luck because, it's kind of funny. Like, who had the people? Leo had the people pleasing. Oh, but then I did a general on that too. Like a people pleasing energy. Maybe some of your luck has been of your own making. Like your own bad luck has been of your own making in the past. With the Girl card, kind of like that naive energy. And moving forward and looking after yourself instead of other people. Well, but this is a nice, like this is almost like a happy energy of a group that's coming through here. Now, the Six of Wands comes in next. I'm looking at this Hanged Man, right? So the Six of Wands comes in next. And she's about to achieve something. But it's kind of like maybe you didn't see what you've achieved, or you haven't seen how you can achieve something. But that is coming. It's actually, this energy is really, really positive with a strong warning, right? The Two of Wands, the Star, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page, or the Knave of Pentacles. I feel like you're okay. This little section is looking to me like you are possibly really excited about something. The prospect and the abundance of it is super exciting. But this Page of Wands almost looks like I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know what to convey how I feel. So, but it's like a projection. This is what you're projecting. I don't know. Maybe there's like a little rhyme or a little limerick or something that you learned when you were a kid that, there's that bird again. It's like about twice the size of like a red-tailed hawk, but it looks all white, and it's not a red-tailed hawk. I don't know what that is. It's huge. It's almost like, yeah, like a limerick or something that you learned as a child, or a little phrase, and you as an adult, you don't realize how much power that actually had in your life. Like, and with the energy of this projecting something here, it's almost like you're projecting so much you become like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say with this Page of Wands. It almost just kind of feels like, to me, don't worry about it. Just really focus on what's important for you right now. And if there's something extremely important for you in the future, but there's something that is kind of like in your way or in front of you right now that feels like it's taking up your time and energy and effort to get to that future, you should be selfish about dealing with that. I don't know if there's the other thing too, with the possibility of theft, right? You could be in a work situation, and you could be a sales rep or something, and everybody has defined borders where they sell, and there could be somebody who keeps kind of wandering into the south side of your border and taking stuff, but you're kind of like, well, I know this person's got like 3 kids, and So no, you got to do what you got to do. But this mice card is really saying, like, you need to look after. The most important thing you do right now is look after yourself. It's funny that just saying that, I know years and years ago, and you don't even remember these. I don't anyways, until like they kind of get channeled in like that. A message that's very similar in that way. And it was kind of like, you know what? You could be putting yourself in jeopardy, like in that situation that I said there, between like, you and another sales rep at an office that you work at. And you're kind of letting this person get away with little things because, they got 3 kids and, things are expensive. And it's almost like, well, yeah, what you don't know is this, that, and the other is going to happen to you in 5 months. And you're going to need every dime you have to deal with that. But that person isn't going to show you any lenience like you showed them. No, that's literally what's coming through here. You look after you, right? You're shifting your luck. I feel like you're shifting your luck somehow with what the fuck? There's 3. Oh no, that one is a red-tailed hawk. Have you ever heard of 3 red-tailed hawks like all together? Soaring? I thought they were more isolated type birds. Anyways, you're shifting your luck. That's got to have some kind of meaning there. I've never had those birds come into my readings. You're shifting your luck with, I feel like, or you can or will, through like a little limerick or story or rhyme. That is it, whether you realize it or not, or anybody does, it is somehow linked to some sort of like a dark combination of dark and light magic. And that shifts your luck here. And where you were having loss, you're going to have abundance. You're going to receive. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's what I got for you, my friends. There you go. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm actually going to continue. Okay. No, I just heard use the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck here. I'm going to use the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck. I'm going to keep all these cards on the table, and I'm just going to keep piling up the energy here and see what else we get out of that. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.